So I'm working in a crawl space today, and I came across this. This is a flying tap. Some people call it open splice, but I call it a flying tap. It's basically just where a wiring connection is made outside of a box. And you may have seen this little gem out on the market, made by racketeers. It's called an open splice junction box, quick and easy. I guess the idea is you just wrap your open splice, you wrap this around your open splice, snap it shut, and then screw this to the structure, and you're good to go. But my problem with this is that all the open splices look something like this. Open splices that you actually find out in the field. In their commercial, they show like a nice, clean, open splice made where all you'd have to do is, then you could just snap this around that. But in reality, those of us who work in the field know that it's never that way. It looks something like this. This is obviously not done by a professional. This goes over here to a water heater. So it's going to require number 10 wire anyway. We do have number 10 wire here, but whoever spliced this used number 12 wire. So yeah, anybody who would do a splice like this anyway is not a professional. So I don't really get the idea of this. Kind of like saying, oh, I just snap it over this and then I'm done. You know, I'm not going to sign off on that. But I think that's the idea behind it. But yeah, it's a good idea, I think, in principle, but it's flawed. And on the commercial for this, where they have, you know, two nice, clean wires spliced together or plenty of slack, well, that's never the case in reality. Whenever you do see a flying splice, for one, there's never any slack in the wire. What they'll come do, what people will do is they'll come take a wire in between the joist, splice onto it, and then just, you know, feed whatever they're trying to feed. Well, then here you have this. So how would you connect this back? You know, there's not any slack anywhere. So that's the main thing. And secondly, it's just that you know that a professional would never do it. So just the idea of just wrapping this around it and closing it up and calling it good, no, I don't think so. I don't agree with that at all. So it's a good idea in theory, but I don't see a practical application for this, and I'm not going to be using it right now.